Look, this video is for my young entrepreneurs. Okay, listen. If you already have it in your mind that you want to start a business and build that business, you need to do it as a single man with no responsibilities. What I mean by responsibilities, like a wife, kids, obligations. That way you can throw everything at that business, including your time and money. Because once you get married or start a family, it is that much more hard. I remember this guy told me, he said, right now you can run up that hill. He said, it gets harder with time when you're running up that hill with baggage. And I understand now what he means versus when I was 19 and 20, I didn't understand what he means. For instance, let's just say you're trying to get a business off the ground. That business has to become you. Your business is a reflection of who you is. Your business is your baby, and you have to raise that baby, train that baby, feed that baby. You have to give that baby your all. It's like when people say, if you want to somewhat see what it's like having kids, go buy a pet. And that's somewhat right, and then it's somewhat not right. For instance, my wife called me today. She said, hey, don't forget, my baby, my 6-month-old have a doctor's appointment to see why she's breaking out. I said, okay, but you need me home or something? She said, well, yeah, I was kind of hoping you can come home and get the kids while I take her to the appointment. Now, in that moment, you can be selfish and be like, look, I'm running a business. I ain't got time to sit home with the kids. Figure it out, right? And then the only thing that's going to do is cause a rift later on, because, see, a woman does not see, how can I explain this? A man and a woman see things totally different. The only thing that man is thinking about, listen, I'm trying to grow my business. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to bring money home for us. I'm wasting time, and a man is wasting time sitting at home with his children. But that is that man's responsibility, because he brought those children into the world. So you have to be mindful of all of that. As a young entrepreneur, you're trying to get your business off the ground. You can't say, man, I'm gonna spend $4,000 on marketing to see what it do. And if it don't do nothing, then hey, it just don't do nothing. Versus, you got a family, you spend $4,000 on marketing and it don't do nothing. Dang, bro, it didn't do nothing. I could have done something else with that money. It can scare you. Should have done something else with that money. I should have did this, I should have did that. And also, listen, when you're trying to get a business off the ground, that business requires a lot of your time. Somebody will come up short. Either your business, your wife, or your kids. You pick. You pick which one comes up short. You pick. Either your business gonna come up lacking, your relationship with your spouse is gonna come up lacking, or your relationships with your kids is gonna come up lacking. I've heard it on both sides of the spectrum, where a man says a wife and kids will hold you back. And I've heard men say, man, if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. No two women are the same, even though they may have some of the same traits. See, some women will be able to look at your business and say, honey, why don't you do this, this, and this, and spend money on this, and then you can double the business. And a guy do that and it'll work. And then you got some women, I don't know nothing about that. That's your thing. So you have to understand what's your spouse's strong point to where she can help you in your business. See, my wife can't help me in my business. She don't know how to come out here and do the work. She don't understand the operations. She don't understand the business side of it all. Number one, I never sat down and showed it to her. And number two, her hands is full with 5 kids. I've talked to guys where their woman was the backbone of their business. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. But, and people will say, well, man, it's better to build a business with your woman, because if you build up a $20 million business, then you decide to get married, you don't know if that woman really loves you for your money or not. Truth, it'll come out sooner or later. It'll come out sooner or later what she really care about. Knowing what I know today, it would have been easier for me to run my business up, throw my all into it, and then in turn settle down, get married, have kids. But what you don't know, you just don't know. So this route with the wife and kids is going to take me a little longer to build up. And then you have to look at it too. Whatever your situation is, if you're not outside of the will of God, this may be the best route for you. Because you can say, bro, if I ain't had no wife and kids, my business would have been double. Or me knowing me, bro, at this stage in my life, if I ain't have wife and kids, I probably would have had 3 baby mamas right about now. So you have to, if you're not outside of the will of God, you're just fine. You're right where you need to be.